as maybe I highlight three of our approaches. One is really to be open to innovation, and this is not the usual stance a regulator will take, where our DNA is a more conservative approach. But then to be open to innovation and try to understand how it really works, and this is the only way you can understand the risks and how to identify ways to manage them. And in this openness, we do a test and learn approach similar to a regulatory sandbox that we hear a lot of, and also engagement with the industry. So we have business case presentations so that we can really understand how things work. Second is, aside from being open, we're also proactive in enabling innovation. And how do we do this is, one is through policy. So some examples of our policy is really promoting interoperability in the payment system, for example. And that's a good foundation for the private sector to really be able to capitalize on this important interoperability policy. The second one is create enabling infrastructure, supporting financial infrastructure like digital IDs, for example, and even for credit, like credit information system. So these are important financial infrastructure upon which many other innovations can build upon. And the last one would be to understand that with anything, we have to balance the different policy objectives that we look after. So we look at stability, of course, how the institutions that are regulated manage their risks. We look at inclusion as a very important policy objective. Are we reaching those who are unserved or underserved, and are we reaching them in a manner that is useful and relevant to them? Integrity, so financial integrity issues come in. And finally, protection. So do people know what they are accessing? Do they know their rights and responsibilities, as well as redress mechanisms? So having this framework of looking at different policy objectives in the way we approach innovation makes us now be able to balance these objectives and manage trade-offs that need not be there when we see these rollouts in the markets that we supervise.